Give me a bite. Give me a bite. Give me a bite of that. Give me a bite of that. Give me a bite of that. I love a piece of that.
Welcome, one and all.
3.5.
Okay, welcome, one and all. It is Bite Size Thursday, and we are doing more spooky season, baby. Oh my god. October and Halloween is one of my favorite months of the year. It really is. I love all the fun spookiness in the air. And you know what gets more in the air than... You know what? That words are weird.
You know what gets more in the air?
You know what
does that
more
mean?
Spookiness in the air?
What?
The Greg Pikitis episode of Parks and Rec. I love it. This is the origination of Burt Mac, FBI. And it hits a little different now that Chris Pratt is... but it's whatever.
It's Mario. He meant to say Mario. No, it's... Hey, it's Mario.
Hey. No, it's Mushroom Kingdom. Here we come. That being said, Jack Black is fantastic.
Okay, Jack Black is good. And
okay,
so
we're not talking about that.
Really quick, I want to mention that this is season 2. This is before like the heyday. Like this is before.
It's before it fully came into its own as a show.
Yeah.
It's back before Chris and Ben show up, and it has that other guy.
The Mark character.
Mark Brandanowitz. Paul Schneider, I found his name. It's Paul Schneider.
I do feel bad because I feel like he's not that bad of an actor. He just got the short end of the stick.
He was supposed to be the Jim of the show, is what I thought I read. And
he was supposed to. That was
just kind of like the one to make the funny faces, and then he got phased out because it just wasn't working. And the show.
Maybe it was Paul. Or I don't know if it's the lines that they gave him. If it was him, I
have no context for this show. I have never seen it apart from the one episode.
Apart from the one
episode that was last year.
Galentine. No, that was this year.
Hopefully, this episode is better than that one.
I really want. I want to get this. I want to find the one episode that like catapults you forward to be just like yes.
Oh, I have a ton of friends that have been telling me I've been been supposed to watch this for years.
It's so good.
I don't like the style of show. I don't like that interview thing. I don't vibe with it.
Like The Office or this or anything like that.
Yeah, I just don't vibe with it for any extended period of time. It might be because of how awkward the first season of The Office made me feel, but...
Yeah, the first season of The Office and the first season of this, too. They're both just... It's the shows trying to find their footing, and like once they find what makes them go...
I will say that what I have seen of this from that one was Galentine's.
Yeah.
What's her name? Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
She's a much less awkward Michael Scott.
Yeah.
And more approachable in that manner.
Which is another, like, I think we got into this the last episode that we did at Parks and Rec. Like, you know, the classic debate of Parks and Rec or The Office. That's why I personally, like, gravitate more towards Parks and Rec because I think
because it's not as good.
I think the characters are more likable.
Bazinga.
Yes, it is.
You want to talk about shows that aren't as good? What?
Oh!
Before we watch the episode, though, this is a special episode of Bite Size, and you know why that is?
Is this 1 year?
Yes, it is.
Wow, we hit 1 year of doing Bite Size Thursdays. How about that?
Yep, I'm trying to do the party horn thing.
We made it. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. We did 1 full year of this.
This, according to my calendar, 10/27 is when this episode drops, and 10/28 was our first episode last year for Scared Shrekless. Wow. So it's been 1 year of Bite Size.
That's amazing.
This is the last spooky season Bite Size then for this year, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Next week we get into Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know. Like this. Like I just love these 2 months. Like October and November. Like you get spooky season, you go crazy. Scary.
Then turkey season.
And turkey season,
which is your favorite time of year?
Oh,
it's when your kind are destroyed and eaten.
Are you referring to the Detroit Lions?
I'm calling you a turkey.
Oh, okay.
You could also be referring to the Detroit Lions. It
That's what
would
I
make a
thought you were
difference. But that doesn't have a specific season to it. It could just
no,
be
that's just all the time.
any
But
place.
anyway, without any, let's get into this. Guys, ready to watch this episode?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do this. So, without any further ado,
Take a bite.
and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just watched Greg Pikitis on Parks and Recreation. And oh man.
What is happening?
I think he went to
Did I
the
have a
wig
stroke?
store.
Did I have a stroke when he did the intro? Oh my gosh.
Pikitis.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what I don't know either. I'm just anyway. You know what? Okay, so here are my thoughts after we watch the episode. This is I forgot is when in the season this was this in the middle or close to the end? I don't remember.
It would have to be
Middle.
around the Halloween time.
So about in the middle.
So about in the middle. I feel like this is one of those really special episodes of the first couple of seasons that made everybody realize, oh, this is something special. Like all of the characters and their chemistry with each other, like the way that you had Ron just like in the party, like when he was like just talking with Anne and he was talking with everybody else, like there's something like warmth and comfort in that, and also just he's like his deadpan is literally perfect.
I mixed it up with another party where he dressed up as a pirate.
Yeah, that's what he always does though.
Yeah, but I mixed it up because the other one, remember when he's fixing that part of her bathroom and he
Yeah.
goes to us at Home Depot. Can I help you, sir? I know more than you. Okay.
Oh.
that always makes me laugh.
You're right.
Just that's what I thought it was, where he just it's like one thing is wrong and he like rips out
Mhm.
a whole thing from her wall
Yeah.
and fixes it.
Yeah, that was at Andy and April's.
That's Andy and April.
Yeah,
okay, so
'cause-
it's not Anne, it's Andy because Anne goes with him. That's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, and she's learning how to fix all the stuff. But no, this one is great. Like I love that, and I know you mentioned like while we're watching the episode that you do not like Tom.
No.
And I love that when he stepped not as soon as he stepped in the party, but like once he got in the party and he got things bumping. That's why like
You are Tom.
I don't think
If
I
we
am
don't
a
need
Tom.
you, we
I
hate
don't
you.
think that.
But
Did-
the second we need someone to be the life of the party, you're there.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
case in point, what happened when Tom turned on Flow Rider?
I'm sorry, who?
It was Flow Rider, wasn't it?
Flo Rida.
Oh, sorry, Flow Rider. What did I say? Did I say Flow Rider?
They had the same. Yeah,
Man, I'm too old for this stuff.
yeah, you'd probably go to a party dressed up as your profession too.
All the nurses dressed as nurses.
Dr. Harris, the best
Doctor,
character.
I love how I did not remember this character, and as soon as you said like, "Oh, Dr. Harris is in this," how do you remember him?
I'm gonna leave. She's like, okay. Yeah, this wasn't that fun. You didn't have to tell me that. I'm gonna take this. No one was drinking it, so I'll just go.
I'm going to take this too.
What a prick.
I know, I'm gonna
I've
take
been
this.
meaning to read it.
He's the one we might have mentioned in the last episode where when Andy breaks his arm but needs to play because he's in a band he goes, at an event, and he's just like, you think because your arm's broken, you think you could fix it in like the next 30 minutes? Sure, just let me advance medical science 30 years.
So,
Oh, he's-
if Dickey is Tom, you're the doctor guy.
I-
I don't remember
No,
Dr.
his
he's
name.
not
Harris.
the doctor.
I'm not Dr. Harris. No, he's way more jerk than I
He
am.
gives me more Ron Swanson vibes. You really do.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, not much.
I mean, you're
He's handy. I'm not handy.
okay,
Not
that's
at
valid.
all.
That's valid. But okay, and also we have to. I mentioned this before we start watching the episode. I love the Burt Macklin character. He's so over the top and ridiculous. But Chris Pratt, God, he just has so much fun in these early seasons. And
The whole show, he's funny.
he is.
He's really funny in the show.
And then he just goes downhill.
Like, it's just so weird just nowadays when you mention Chris Pratt, like everyone's just like, you're just so tired of his shtick. You know, the stuff came out about and it's what's all
Ever
that stuff, but-
since that whole not with Anna Faris anymore.
Yeah.
It's just kind of been like,
It's just
eh.
which it's so weird that we moved to this because of how likable and how much fun he was.
That just means that his wife made him likable.
Yeah. Like these early Parks and Rec days, he was so great. And who else was I gonna even just Oh yeah, and the one thing I did forget was in this episode until we started, Louis C.K.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave is a character, Jake, that is in like chunks of season 2 as Leslie's cop boyfriend, and then he leaves town near the end of the season. And
he was the cop?
yeah,
Mhm.
that's Louis C.K.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's in probably a good chunk of season 2, but then his
Mhm.
character leaves, and he makes one more return
He
later in the show.
back a little bit, yeah.
But it's actually not a very good episode
No.
because I like his character. When the first time when he comes back for that one episode, I'm like, he's acting like a jerk.
Yeah, like he's such a like I don't know. He's weird in this series. Like a good amount of his episodes are enjoyable.
He's supposed to be a lot more grounded than everyone else.
Yeah.
He's a little bland, but there's kind of I don't even know how to say it about him that works off because Leslie can be real zany
Mm-hmm.
and he's very restrained. But yeah, it's a good thing he wasn't around long because the character isn't that memorable. When I saw him, I go, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Dave.
Yeah, it's just he's in this.
Have you seen the whole show?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when we watched,
I assumed you have.
Yeah, when we watched Galentine's Day, that was the first time I'd watched it since finishing it in like 2017.
Okay.
So it's been a while. I have no desire to rewatch it.
Drew has been trying to get me to watch it since it came on, basically.
It really I know the talking head, like the mockumentary isn't your style. Very valid point, because I feel like it's definitely overused. But like this, something about this show makes that like style work so well. Like, so one of the moments that we just watched this and I'm completely blank on the exact cut, but like it was Amy Poehler and someone doing something stupid, and then Ron was just like, no, I'm gonna butcher this. It's not gonna be as nearly as funny as it was in the show. But like I just like the way that when they cut like them doing something with his talking head. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like he was talking about that. Like it seemed like he was referencing. Thank you. Referencing what they were doing, and it played that way when they edited it together. But then he was actually talking about something else. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really good way that they use this style, like pushing the story forward.
Is that different than The Office?
It isn't. I just think they do it better in this show.
From what I've seen, I like this more than I think I liked The Office.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of my enjoyment of The Office came from everybody else liked it.
It's one of those things you just kind of got to watch because everyone else is.
I didn't even watch the whole thing.
It's a little rough at the end. The very end is good. The season and 2/3 leading up to the last couple episodes is rough.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. At least I would say about Parks and Rec is the only slow part was probably the first 2 seasons. Like, I think it's when 7, 7
There's
seasons?
7 seasons. A lot of people don't like the last season.
Really?
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, because I really do think, I think The Office, the best seasons are like from like 3 to 6. In this one, like it's 3 to 7. Like I think this is good until the very end, and where I think The Office at the very end kind of faltered off a little bit. But just at least for this specific episode, this is one of my comfort shows. This is one of my comfort episodes. I always love to watch it. This is always just like a Halloween time watch. You just got to go with the classic TPing, like all the Greg Pikitis crap. It's so much fun. It makes me want to go back and TP houses.
At the end there, was it just him in like a mustache, or was it someone else?
That's
it was him with like his ball cap pulled down and his fake mustache.
So then who was it in the parking lot?
That was him.
That was
what
like 7?
They said. Said we followed him ever since he left the house at 7, but it shows at like 5:05 or whatever he was going into the park's office, trashing it.
Okay.
Like right as they left and locked the doors, he went in.
I do like that. They actually like. I feel like some other shows would like say like Leslie was wrong the entire time and like that make that the joke. But I like that she was right. I like that.
They caught him.
Yes.
That's what's funny.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like she kept asking, like, how did he get this? It makes no sense. Like it literally made no sense. Like that, it had to be somebody else, and you would have thought they would have like, pulled the old rug out from under you.
Hired someone to be his mom.
But he hired.
I'm Craigslist.
I mean, is there any better way to find a fake mom other than Craigslist?
Yes.
Do tell.
I don't know. There's a movie called A Mom for Christmas. The girl wishes she had a mom, and a mannequin from a store becomes her mom for the movie.
Mars needs moms.
Oh, forgot about that. Or even the Jimmy Neutron movie where they steal all the parents.
I forgot about that one too.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, any other things you guys want to mention about this episode?
No.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us for this episode. Again, Parks and Rec is awesome. If you haven't seen this episode, go watch it again. Go watch the whole show again. It's great.
The whole show?
The whole show.
All 7 seasons.
All
Watch it
7
before
seasons.
next week.
1 week, yeah.
Yes.
7
But
days. 1 season a day.
if you're not watching the show and you want to watch something else, you can also follow us on social media. Jared, where are we on social media?
Well, you can follow us on the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the TikTok. And then you can listen to us on Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and if you're watching on YouTube, you like and subscribe and ring our bell.
Okay. I was expecting
Wow,
Raz
that was
there,
a change up.
But are you switching it up?
So just in case you all missed it, there's some Tom shenanigans going on our very funny TikTok.
Oh, there
Yep.
it is. Okay.
He's going to play some
something.
Flow Rider and some,
I'm using
as
that
we
bit,
watch
by the way.
Rocco's Modern Living.
So thank you everybody for listening to today's episode. Stay tuned for more awesome content coming your way. So on every Thursday or whenever you get to these episodes, make sure to...
Oh, happy Halloween.
Oh, and happy Halloween!
That's right. It's the 27th, isn't it?
Happy
Yep.
early Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
But now, on any Thursday, make sure to...
Take a bite.
Bite me off a piece of that.